Winter cycling can be a little different to the other seasons. Instead of feeling the warm glow of the sun on your cheeks, you're more likely to feel the wintry burn of the cold wind and rain lashing your face.
But it's not always bad, and I guess even when it is, that's a good opportunity to practice cleaning your bike, right?
Yeah, I guess, if that's your thing.
It's not my thing. But should you ride in winter though?
Yeah, definitely. Unless it's snowed in all season where you live, I don't really see a reason why you wouldn't. And you can train indoors. Okay then, with that in mind, why would you ride in the winter?
Well, there's the fitness gains for a start, but also the fun and social interaction of group rides. I mean, a good group can make even the worst weather bearable.
Yeah, that's a good point, especially if they've all used mudguards.
So, what do you need to think about for riding in the winter?
Well, the weather for a start, you're probably going to need more durable clothing and lighting, as there are fewer daylight hours. Which leads me on to the next question. How can you make winter riding better?
Well, you need to expect the weather conditions you might encounter and be prepared for them. And just remember, it's not summer cycling, so you might get a soggy bottom. What about having some time off in the winter though, Chris?
Well, I think it's a brilliant idea. Why wouldn't you want to avoid going out and getting cold and wet for a few weeks? And taking voluntary rest is a great way to prevent having to take enforced rest in the season. Plus, it's a great way to recharge your body and your mind. So, should you then, after your rest, start a training program?
Well, having a training plan in the winter can actually help you to train with purpose. And if you've got a goal to train towards, that can help you to be motivated for those tough winter months.
Yeah, I guess that'll make getting out on the bike easier as well.
Indeed. What then should be the focus of a winter training plan?
Well, I would aim to build on your strengths whilst not forgetting your weaknesses. Bear in mind that you can train effectively on fewer hours when the weather is bad, but aim to profit on the good weeks when you can. And Emma, what complements a good training program?
Well, there's no point training without making time for recovery. And the winter can be a great time to change your focus from summer cycling obsession and maybe remind yourself of some of your hobbies.
Yeah, Scrabble.
Loads of people ask us how on earth to stay warm cycling in winter.
Yeah, well, I guess the key is to keep the warmth in and the cold and the grimness out. We've got loads of videos on the channel about riding in the winter, so best to check those out.
Indeed.
But would you do anything different with your bike?
Well, definitely, because you don't really want to be riding your pride and joy race bike in the winter with all the rain, cold, possibly salt on the road. So if you can afford a winter training bike, that can be a really good idea. And you definitely want to have more resilient tyres, possibly mud guards, and plenty of spares when you go out.
Yeah, that's a good idea, because can you imagine being stranded on the side of the road with the rain and the hail coming down? Ugh.
Should we be fueling differently in winter than in summer?
Well, not necessarily, but if there is something that you have been wanting to try for a little while, now is absolutely the time to try it, because you'll be further away from competition than at any other point in the year. And talking about being further away, how about a trip?
Well, a warm weather training camp can be a great way to kickstart your training for the spring, and also just great motivation in that long, dark winter.
Yeah, it's nice to have that week to look forward to wearing shorts, isn't it? Instead of all these, winter heavy
gear. And also
gear.
getting your tan in before everyone else.
Yeah, tanning is good for you. What about your thoughts on cross-training, Emma? I've heard that's something that some people do.
Indeed, cross-training can help to make you a more resilient cyclist. And the winter is a great time to try things that you might not want to do in summer, like running, circuit training, strength training. Just make sure you focus on functional strength training to make you a better cyclist. What about training with other people?
Yeah, absolutely. I think this one's key to dragging yourself out of the house on those grimmest of dark weekends in the winter.
Definitely.
Not only will they keep you honest with your training program, but they'll also make it easier to get out and do those long miles in preparation for those events you penciled in perhaps.
Is it really worth getting an indoor trainer, do you think?
Well, you know what? I think it is. These days, it is genuinely a viable option. Shorter, dedicated, stricter sessions will help boost your performance as a cyclist. Intervals, shorter recovery times, and hey, you can even take part in virtual races on Zwift.
Indeed.
Who would have thought that years ago?
Yeah, it's super time efficient too. But with all those indoor intervals and intensive sessions, wouldn't it be kind of easy to overtrain early in the winter?
Yeah, definitely. I think every club across the world has the saying, January world champion. Guys that train like mad throughout November and December peak in January, which is fine if you're racing a cyclocross or track season, but if your races don't start until March, pretty useless really, isn't it?
Yeah, if you want to be fit for the summer, be patient in the winter. These are just some of the questions you sent us about winter cycling. If you have any more, put them in the comment section down below and we will do our best to answer them.
If you're in the need of winter kit, make sure you check out our shop over here. And if your thumbs aren't too cold, give us a big thumbs up if you found this video useful.
That video we mentioned about winter clothing, you can find by clicking down here. And here you have all of GCN's indoor training videos that will keep you busy all winter.